Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Yo, I think we're actually working today. I think we're working today and we're live, and that makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am doing a couple little shares real quick to make sure this gets to the spots that it's supposed to get in, and then we are going to kick off today. We have an amazing, absolutely amazing episode today as we are hashtag rising and grinding. So do me a favor, folks. Let's get everybody up in here. Let's make sure we go ahead and hit that share button, because today we are going to talk about, I went from salesman to GM, from salesman at a dealership to the general manager at the dealership, and I did that in less than, well, right at 5 years. 5 years from salesman to GM, and today we're going to talk about the 5 things that you have to know, 5 things that you absolutely have to know in order to grow in your business. So today is going to be incredibly powerful. It's going to be incredibly helpful. Hopefully for some of you, it's a life-changing episode that we're looking at here. Hopefully it is a life-changing episode for you. But before we get all the way too deep into this, I need you to go and hit those share button so we can get as many people in here as possible. Again, we are fighting the big bad Facebook bots, so make sure you're commenting and interacting, and let's get some music going. You know how we got to get that music going, right? Let's get some music going while we say good morning to everybody that is here, that has chosen to hashtag rise and grind. What's up? Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. Yes, sir. Feeling it? Feeling it? Yes, sir, Mr. Banks. Today we have got an amazing episode. We're going to learn a lot today. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey Lee Parton. What's up, my man? Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Eddie. Vicki Everett, what's up? Good morning. How are you? Good morning, my friend Glenn McCurgan. I like the name Glenn. I do indeed. My friend Josh O, what's up? Good morning, Steve Wetmore and Dan Payne. Good morning, Melvin Rodriguez. And of course, good morning to my man Nathaniel Banks. Tyler Lynch, what's up? Good morning. Ray Hatcher, good morning. Nicholas, good morning. Robbie Toomey, good morning. R.C. Hazard, good morning. Darian Sanders, good morning. Nick Hadley, good morning. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, check it out, man. Everybody's in here. Everybody's getting in here. We are going to tell a story. I am going to hopefully be able to impact and affect and change your life with today's episode. It is going to be fire. For starters, though, all right, we got the music going. We say good morning to everybody. Hold on. My mouth was a little dry. For starters, though, I got to talk about, there was a post yesterday, man. Some guy posted yesterday and called me bad names and dirty words. And, man, I got to tell you, the way that this group responded to that post was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, you got to pop in there, man. At first, I was going to delete the post because he was talking mess, and it was negative. And so at first, I was gonna delete the post at first. That was my first instinct. Then I started to see the group. I started to see the members of the hashtag Rise and Grind group being kind to this gentleman and offering to connect with this gentleman, offering their phone number to this gentleman. I started seeing things like that, and I realized, man, we got something powerful going on here. We have something so incredibly powerful going on with this hashtag Rise and Grind group. It is truly amazing. So thank you guys for representing us well. It was a great opportunity for us to just go off, for us to lay into this dude, for us to be negative, and we didn't. Instead, we rose up. We rose up. We were a light when this guy was trying to be dark. It was such a positive, incredible thing, and so I can't thank you enough for it. All right, guys, now I'm going to dig in. Pretty much everybody, not everybody, but there's a lot of people in here now, so we're going to dig into these 5 things that you have to know in order to grow in your business. We've got the story from me growing from salesman to GM, and so now I want to teach you these 5 things so you can apply them in your life. Good morning, Max Klim. Good morning, Martin Mazzetti. Good morning, Caleb Harding. I'm seeing some names in here this morning I don't normally see, and that excites me because you guys are choosing to rise and grind, and I love it. All right, cool. Check it out. All right, here we go. You ready? 5 things you have to know in order to grow in your business. We're going to kick this off, all right? Here, let's do this. Let's do a little music kickoff. Are you ready? Just for the people that came in late. Just for the people that came in late, all right? Little music leading up. Boom, 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 boom. 5 things. 5 things. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure everybody's up in here. Make sure everybody's ready. Got that energy rolling, right? Make sure we're in there commenting. Make sure we're just getting the day going. We're getting the day going. Y'all feel it? Y'all feel it? All right. If you got your notepads, if you can, take notes. If you're working out right now, you're gonna need to go back and watch the video. All right, because we're gonna dig into these 5 things. It's gonna be awesome. You ready? Everybody got shoes going? Everybody feeling it? You got the energy going? You ready? You ready? Got your coffee? You sitting down? All right, cool. Here we go. Check it out. 5 things you absolutely have to know. First and foremost, that's my boy Grant Cardone right there. First and foremost, okay, in order for you to grow in your business, the very first and foremost thing that you have to know is that you have to know your craft. You have to know your craft. You have to study, you have to train, and then you have to study, and then you have to train, and then you have to study, and then you have to train. You have to constantly repeat. Constantly repeat. Okay? I personally have literally spent thousands of hours studying sales training. Thousands. Okay? I've been watching this guy, Grant Cardone. I've been watching his videos for 20 years now. I watched my first one when I was 20 years old. Okay? So, studying, training. That's one of the greatest things about Dan Cummins, Chevrolet and Buick, period, is we train every single day. We train every single day, 8:30 in the morning. We are learning our craft. We're making sure all of our guys, making sure everyone on staff has literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours of training. We constantly train. Now, I've also trained on things like understanding body language. I've trained on psychology of the sale. I've trained on overcoming objections. Obviously, I've trained on multiple things, and that helped me. That helped me go from salesman to GM in 5 years. It's because relentlessly training. So very first thing that you absolutely have to know in order for you to grow in your business is you have to know your craft. You have to know your craft. So make sure you're training every single day. Second thing that you have to know, okay, that you have to know in order to grow in your business. The second thing is that you have to be a consistent professional. There cannot be any questions, folks. There cannot be any questions on whether or not you're a pro. You've got to show up every single day. You have to perform every single day. All right? I always like to use myself as an example because nobody knows, I don't know anybody else's story as well as I know my own. Okay, here's one thing I know. In 7 years at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick, in 7 years, I've never called in sick. I've never called in sick a single day. Now, I had my appendix taken out, and I had to miss a little bit of time for my appendix being taken out. But listen, guys, you have to show up and you have to perform. I'm not saying you can't ever call in sick. That's not what I'm saying. That's just my experience. But you have to show up. Listen, I had a baby. My wife and I, we had a child. That baby was born at 2 a.m. I was at work at 9 a.m. Okay? I had a child at 2 a.m. I was at work at 9 a.m. because I understand that it's important that the owners of the dealership, as well as the guys that work for me, it's important that they see that I am full-on committed, I am full-on consistent, they can count on me. There can't be any questions in that. If you want to grow in your business, you have to know that you have to be consistent. People have to be able to rely on you to be there every single time, every single day. It's one of the great things about Josh and Dusty Cummins, man. You can count on it. Every single day, those guys are going to be there. They're going to be there with solutions. They're going to be there trying to take advantage of opportunities. They're going to be there. They're consistent. We know that we can rely on them. We know that we can count on them. And that's how this dealership has continued to grow. So that's the second thing you absolutely have to know. You have to know that you got to be consistent. The third thing that you have to know in order to grow in your business is you have to know that in order to grow, you are going to have to lift up. You are going to have to lift up and encourage the people around you. Okay? You absolutely have to do this. Every single day, you have to do things that are going to help lift up, encourage the people around you. And see, little things can go a long way. Maybe it's making sure that somebody's getting fist bumps. You're making sure that their attitude's right. You're making sure that they're carrying their head right. Maybe it's something like that. Or it could be even deeper, of course. For example, I remember sitting in my office when I was selling cars. Back when I was selling cars, 2011. I remember sitting in my office, and I remember talking with Adam Brown at the time. I remember talking with Adam and explaining to Adam the different strategies and the things that I had learned in the studies as far as sales goes. And I was talking to him specifically. I was saying, hey, Adam, one of the things is when you're in sales, it's very important. You deliver your message, and then after you deliver your presentation, you got to sit there quietly and allow the person on the other end, allow the customer to digest and to process the information that you just gave them. Don't try talking over them. Don't try constantly trying to sell them. Don't try constantly trying to push them. Let them absorb the information. Let them take it in. And as I sat there teaching Adam this strategy, I remember 2 days later, I'm sitting in my office and I see him. He's sitting out there with a customer, and I see him deliver his presentation. I see him deliver the numbers, and I watch him sit there quietly and allow the customer to process. And then ultimately the customer said, yeah, let's do it. And the customer signed up. And I just remember this feeling, the feeling that I got and the feeling that Adam got. It's this shared feeling, this feeling of pride of knowing that I was able to teach this guy something that he is going to be able to use moving forward. I was able to teach him to fish so that he can feed himself. And then he had the pride knowing that he had learned something new and he had applied it and that it worked. And see, you have to know that it is in order for you to grow in your business, you are going to have to make the people around you better. You have to do it every single day. If you're so worried about just self, if you're so worried about the selfish side, just taking care of yourself, you will not grow. You simply won't grow in your business. It won't happen. Okay, so those are the first three things. I told you I have 5 things today that you have to know in order to grow in your business. So the first one was you have to know your craft. Study, 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 train. Second one was you have to be consistent. You have to know, and people have to know that they can count on you, that you're reliable, that you're going to be there. Third thing is that you have to know and understand that you are going to have to make the people around you better. Are you guys with me so far? We're going to go into these last 2 things here in just a minute, but shoot me a comment, hit me a like, let me get a bubble, something like that lets me know you guys are with me, you guys are following, you're digging the first 3 things, and you're ready for the next 2. That's what I need to see. There they are. I see the likes, I see the hearts, I see everything pouring in. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys are ready. Everybody's ready and posted up. I see some more people have jumped in here. What's up, Michael Jasper? What's up, Kim? What's up, Charlie, Teresa, Lena, Ray? Make sure you guys are hitting that share button, please. Hit that share button right here, right now. I still got 2 more things. I still got 2 more things to share that people have to know in order to grow in their business. You see, I went from salesman to GM in 5 years. And on today's episode, I'm teaching you the things that I applied and that you can apply so that you can have the same success. So make sure you're hitting that share button. Make sure you're hitting all those comments, okay? All right, first 3 out of the way, last 2. Here's the last 2 things that you absolutely have to know in order to grow in your business, okay? You have to know, let me get this little picture of this guy where I want it. It's kind of weird. That's all right. All right, check it out. You have to know that it's important that you are happy where you're at, yet you're intent on your future, okay? You have to be happy where you're at, yet intent on your future. Now, this is one of the hardest ones. I'm going to be honest. This is one of the hardest of the 4. See, here's the thing, or of the 5. Here's the thing. Sometimes we're so intent. Like, for example, I always knew that I wanted to manage. Always. I always knew that I wanted to manage. I wanted to manage at the dealership. I had actually told Josh on day 1 that I wanted to manage at the dealership. Okay? I always knew that I wanted to manage. And so I was intent on becoming a manager. The intention was there. Okay? But see, I had to know and understand that my job was to be a salesman. That was my job. My job was not to be a manager at that point. And see, a lot of times we start looking into the future. We're looking and we're going, okay, I want to be a manager. And we start looking at the future. And like this guy right here on the rock, we're looking in the future, and then we end up walking off the edge of a cliff. We walk off the edge of a cliff because we're not paying attention to where we are right now. So yes, you have to be intent on your future. You have your goals, and you have to set that. But you need to focus on being the best, the absolute best in the position that you're in right now. That's so incredibly important. See, every day when I was on the sales floor, every single day, I understood that I had to be, yes, I wanted to be a manager. Yes, I was intent on getting there. But I was the main one who knew that I was intent on getting there. I didn't talk about it. Other than telling Josh on day 1, I didn't talk about it. Instead, just every day as a salesman, every day I sold cars. Every day I worked on sales. Every day I worked on selling. And then when I saw an opportunity, when I saw opportunities to manage, then I managed. And what do I mean by opportunities to manage? Well, if I saw guys in huddles, I might go over there and say, hey, guys, from my experience, you're not going to sell a bunch of cars standing in huddles. Or if I saw some guys struggling, I'd grab them, pull them aside, and I'd go ahead and lift them up. See, I was managing, but I wasn't saying, hey, I want to be a manager. I was actually just a sales guy. But if I saw opportunities, if I saw like maybe a potential process that could be done a little better, I'd jump on that. I'd push on that. But I was focused on where I was at, and I was intent and happy with where I was at. One of the biggest things I see guys do is they're trying to walk. They just walk right over the ledge. They sabotage themselves because they're so focused on being the manager instead of focused on the role that you're in and the job that you're doing. So number 4, you have to be happy where you're at, yet intent on your future, okay? And now we're last one. 5 things you have to know in order to grow in your business. Here's the last one. And I know we're running late on time, but I don't care because this is fire. It's powerful stuff. Make sure you go back. Make sure you listen to this multiple times and apply these things in your life. I promise you it can make a difference. The last thing, number 5. Let's get this off of here. Number 5. You have to know. You have to know this. Listen to me, please. Lena, Michael, Caleb, Paul, Josh, Terrain, RC Hazard, everybody, listen to me. You have to know that there is always, and I mean always, someone else trying to take your job, man. There is always someone else gunning for you. Always. I compare it to the NFL, man. One day you're the man in the NFL. One day you're at the top, right? You're at the top. Everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be like you. Everybody wants you on their team. You are the man until you're not. Until the next best thing comes in. Until somebody that's outworking you. Somebody that's out training you. Somebody that's more consistent than you. Somebody that's encouraging and lifting up more people around them than you. Somebody that is intent and dialed in and focused on being the absolute best that they could be in the position that they're in. They're after you. They're after you. And knowing that, you have to know that. You have to know that. And once you know that, then every day, day in and day out, make sure you deliver, man. Make sure you deliver day in and day out. It's the only way you can secure it. It's the only way you're going to grow in your business is you got to go in every day knowing that somebody's gunning for you. You got to go in every single day and deliver at the level as though it was your first day. Deliver at the level as though you're fighting for the job. You're trying to get the job. You're trying to keep the job. Fight for it. Every single day, you got to fight for it. All right, guys, those are the 5 things you need to apply. You got them all? You got them all? You have to know your craft, number 1. You have to be consistent, number 2. People got to know they can rely on you. You got to be there every single day. You have to make people around you better. Lift them up, encourage them, train them. You have to be happy where you're at, but yet intent on your future. And last but not least, you have to absolutely know that there is always someone else gunning for you, man. There's always someone else that is gunning for you. You apply those 5 things to your life every single day. If you remember those 5 things in your life every single day, I assure you, I promise you that you will have massive levels of success. I got guys all around dancummins.com that are applying these things. They're having massive levels of success. I've been able to go from salesman to GM in 5 years. Massive levels of success. And you can too, because you are this amazing human being. This truly amazing human being that was uniquely made by God himself to be the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. You see, you're pushing out all this positivity. You're pushing out all of this energy out there, and it's contagious. It's absolutely contagious to your friends, to your family members, to everyone around you. See, you are making an impact. You are making an impact on this planet. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I don't know if anybody's told you that yet today, but I'm here to tell you, I absolutely love you. Now I got to get out of here because I got to go do some rehab on this knee. But if you need more videos, you can always go to glenlundy.com. I got over 100 videos up there if you need some more motivation, inspiration, or education. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can get that at glenlundy.com as well. We're also having an event August 12th. We're pulling people together from all over the United States, August 12th for an event. So you can get your tickets to the hashtag Rise and Grind event. You can get those at glenlundy.com as well. Most importantly, go out there today and kill it. Apply the 5 things that you have to know in order to grow in your business. Absolutely kill it today. Have a fantastic day. Just an absolutely powerful day. What's up, Jessica Sharp Sanders? I see you. Have an absolutely powerful, incredible, over-the-top, amazing, incredible day. And then will you come back tomorrow and see me? Come back tomorrow again and see me at 5:30 a.m. because I'm going to be here for you consistently, reliably. You can count on me, I promise. And last but not least, the last thing I want to put in your ear is hit that share button, folks. Hit that share button. Got to get the shares out there so everybody can be a part of hashtag Rise and Grind. You guys have a phenomenal day. See ya.